So let's just address the elephant in the room now. There's no backdrop today. I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of like just having my natural room backdrop, but at the same time I hate it because my room looks like a prison cell. So, you know, let me know down below if you guys like the natural backdrop or you want me to have like my colored ones, sparkly ones again. Let a hoe know. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm doing something a little different for my channel. I've never made a video exactly like this before, but I watched this girl here on YouTube named Nicole Cutler. I will link her channel down below. I love Nicole. I think she deserves way more subscribers than she has. I think she's amazing. I could write about her all day long, but I'm trying to keep this video fairly short, so just check her out down below. You won't regret it. She uploads like a mofo, like 4 times a week, and she's just amazing. She's so talented, and just check her out, okay? But anyways, every single Sunday she uploads a video called Her Eyeing and Not Buying. And in this video she talks about like new makeup releases and ones that she's into, not so into, and she kind of explains why. It's such a cool concept for a video, and I've been wanting to do it, but I'm like, do I want to completely take Nicole's concept? Like, I felt weird about it because it's her idea. Like, I mean, maybe other people have done it before, but I'm pretty sure she's the one who like started it. I haven't seen too many other videos like that besides like auntie hauls. I know those were really popular like a year ago. But yeah, so basically I'm just gonna talk about some new releases today and talk about why I want them, why I don't want them, the pros, the cons. And I think this idea is really cool because everyone perceives like a collection or a new makeup item differently. Some people are like all about it, and some people are like, no thank you, that looks awful, I would never use that. And I think it's just interesting to like see other people's perspectives on new makeup launches. So yeah, that's what we're doing in today's video. We're gonna talk about makeup. It's gonna be really chill, relaxed, just nice video today. Just a quick disclaimer before I talk about these makeup items. If you get offended by something I say, I'm so sorry. We all have different thoughts and opinions when it comes to literally everything in life. If I mention a product that I'm not buying and I say like, I don't want this product, I think it's bad, I'm not into it, and you really like it, don't take offense to that. We all, again, like I said, we all have different preferences when it comes to makeup. And maybe there's something, you know, I'm totally into and you're like, why, that's hideous, or like we've seen that before. You know, there's just a million reasons why people do and don't buy products, so don't take offense to anything I say in this video. This is all just my thoughts. But do let me know down below, like if I mention something I'm kind of like about it, I don't know if I want to buy it or not. Let me know down below if you guys want to see a review video on it, because if you let me know you want to see a review on that product, more than likely I'm going to purchase it. It doesn't take much to get me to buy makeup, trust me. So if you guys like comment down below and say like, I really want to see you review like this collection or this product or whatever, it's probably gonna make me buy it. So just let me know down below if you really want to see a review video on something that I'm kind of like gearing away towards, or if I don't really know if I want to buy it, just let a hoe know. Oh, and trust me, I'm well prepared for this. I have many notes of my thoughts about every single product, so don't worry, we're gonna be thorough. The first product I want to mention was just revealed, I think, yesterday on Wednesday the 26th. I'm pretty sure it was just revealed yesterday. I saw it on Trendmood. Everything I'm getting information from is from Trendmood, by the way. So the first thing I want to talk about is the new Natasha Denona Gold Palette. I have a couple things to say about this. For one, the swatches that Trendmood posted on their page, girl, those are the most beautiful makeup swatches I have ever seen in my entire life. I really like the concept of this palette. I think it's so stunning. I love that she has like all different types of gold, you know, like there's like bronzy gold, there's like champagne-y gold, there's like bright sunny gold. I think this is a really cool concept for a gold themed palette. There were some comments saying like they don't understand why there's random 2 pops of blue in the palette, which I can see why people would be like, that makes no sense. But at the same time, I think gold and blue look really good together. So I can appreciate the like sparkly blue and the matte blue in that palette, because I think it's going to complement the gold tones really well. Actually, I think they could be really cool looks done with that palette. Also, with the shade layout of the palette, there aren't too many mattes in the palette, and so I wouldn't find myself probably grabbing it because I am definitely a matte eyeshadow wearer. I use way more mattes in my looks than I do shimmers. I usually use 1, 2 shimmers tops and then like 6 mattes. So for me to see a palette that only has like 4 mattes in it, I'm kind of like turned off by it. No matter what brand or price point or whatever, if I see a palette that's mostly shimmer, I'm like, not for me. You know, you feel? Excluding the shade layout and all this, if this was like a ColourPop palette and it was like $18, I would still probably purchase it because I like the gold and blues and all those beautiful shades. However, the price of this palette is completely bonkers. This palette retails for $129. standard for Natasha Denona. Like, she's not like going crazy with her prices. Like, nope, those are her prices for pretty much every single palette she releases. I don't know if I can agree with that price point for really any makeup product ever. Makeup does not cost that much money to make. No, there's absolutely no way that palette cost her that much money to make for where she needs to make the price point over $100. Like, that, absolutely not. That's crazy. She's just making a huge profit. Do I think her palettes have, like, you know, really good packaging and the quality is there? That's kind of hit or miss for me. I do own 2 Natasha Denona palettes. I have the Natasha Denona Star palette. This is, I believe, her first palette she ever came out with, and I hate this palette. This is like my least used eyeshadow palette. I cannot stand it, and the reason being is I find the mattes to be really chalky and dry, and okay, do you see how dirty this looks? You would think I use this all the time. No, the shimmers literally like explode everywhere in this palette. Like, you touch it and there's just gonna be shimmer falling down. And they aren't that pigmented on the eye, and they tend to like fall on your face throughout the day. So I don't like this palette. I had a really bad experience with this one, and I think they gave me an expired palette because I bought this palette about a year or 2 after it launched. So I'm thinking that they gave me a palette that was sitting on the shelf for way too long and sold it to me, and that's why it performed so poorly, because I've heard other people rave about this palette, and like Natasha Denona in general, people just rave about her and say like it's a really good, they're really good palettes. Even though they are expensive, they're good. That palette was a complete dud for me, and it really turned me off to buying Natasha Denona for a while. Until this palette came out. This is the Natasha Denona Tropic palette, and I had to purchase this the second I saw it. I thought it was so pretty, and I was like, you know, I did have a bad experience with that first palette, but maybe, just maybe, this one's gonna be good. And it actually really is. I do like this palette a lot. I really enjoyed it. I purchased it this past summer, and I got a good use out of it. I think it's really pretty. I love the blue tones with the peachies. I really do like this palette a lot. So when I see the new gold palette, I'm like, do I want to buy it? Because $129 is a lot of money to fork out, and it's kind of hit or miss. Like, I hated this palette, but I love this one, so it's like, I don't know how I feel about that. Is this something you guys want to see me review and talk about? Because if it is, I might have to bite the bullet and just buy the damn thing. But if it's something you guys really don't care about because you're not going to purchase it yourselves, just let me know. Yeah, because I think it's really pretty, but I don't know. Okay, next up I want to talk about the ColourPop and Disney collaboration that just launched. Guys, I love Disney. I do. I really do love Disney. Like, don't get me wrong. I love Disney. Like, I grew up watching Disney. But this collaboration is just not for me. There are a few things I'm kind of eyeing. There's a few things I'm just like, absolutely not. The big thing in this collaboration is the eyeshadow palette, and I think it's so boring. I just think if you're gonna do a Disney collaboration, like if you're a company that sells makeup and you're gonna do a collaboration with Disney, you know people are gonna be hyped for it, and you know people are gonna wanna buy it, so why not make it something like extraordinary and like colorful and amazing, and just, I think the palette was just super boring and blah. It's something I have tons of in my collection. It's something I just don't need, and I think most people have those tones in their collections. So it just wasn't something I really like was amazed by. It's just a bunch of boring neutral browns, and I don't think this palette's very friendly to people of a darker complexion because half the shades are like a really light pastel color, and that's not going to show up on someone that's of a deeper complexion. So that's my cons with this collection already. And also with things I'm just not caring about in this collection. I don't really care for the glosses. I think it's something I've seen before. It's just like a white, clear, sparkly gloss and like a peachy one and a coral one. I have those in my collection. I don't really care for them. It's just, I have plenty. You know, I don't need to spend more money on that. They do have like a bundle of lipsticks. I don't know if you can purchase them individually or not, but there is like a bundle of their like normal ColourPop lipsticks, and I think those are stunning colors. I actually might pick those up. There was like one nude one. There was like two like of like a red rosy kind of colors that I think they're stunning. Kathleen Lights did a video on the whole Disney collection, and when she swatched those lipsticks on her lips, I was like, girl, I have to buy those. They look stunning on you. They were beautiful. And so it makes me want to buy the lipsticks a lot. I think those are really pretty, and I think the lipsticks are appropriate for the princess names that they like went with. I think I'm gonna purchase lipsticks. I'm not too sure. Again, with this collection, if you guys really want to see me do a ColourPop Disney review, let me know. I don't really want to buy the palette, but if it's something you guys really want to see, I just might, you know. I mean, I do like ColourPop's formula, and I do use neutral brown. It's just, I just feel like if you're gonna do Disney, you should have done something better, you know? Also in this collection, they have 4 Super Shock shadows. I think these are really pretty. This is something I would expect the palette to look like. There was like a, you know, this nice seafoam green, this lavender color. There's this really gorgeous dark sparkly brown that I'm definitely getting because I think it's the most beautiful color ever. I don't know why. I have plenty of like colors like that. I just think it's a really pretty sparkly brown color. I think it'd be really cute for fall. So yeah, definitely picking up at least that Super Shock shadow and the lipsticks. I think I'm dead set on buying those. But the rest of the collection, I'm just kind of like, about, you know, the palette's boring, lip glosses are boring. I don't know, it's kind of like a 50-50 thing for me. That's my thoughts on the ColourPop and Disney collection. Also, completely irrelevant. I don't know if there's a reasoning for this, but why is the entire collection based on Disney princesses? Like, there are many other Disney movies besides the ones about the princesses, and I'm a little offended there's no Lion King makeup. Not gonna lie, a little offended. Where's my Lion King makeup? That was my favorite movie as a kid, and I wasn't super into the princess movies. Like, I watched them occasionally, like Cinderella was my girl, but besides that, like, I was more into like The Lion King and 101 Dalmatians, Lady and the Tramp, and A Bug's Life. I'm pretty sure that's actually Pixar, not Disney. But you get the idea. Like, why is it all princess themed? Where's like the other Disney movies at? You know, I mean, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe it was just supposed to be around princesses, but I would have rather seen a Disney collection with like The Lion King, just for example. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Okay, next up I want to talk about the Anastasia holiday releases that they're having. First of all, I want to talk about the glitters because I think the glitters are absolutely stunning. Anastasia is releasing some glitters for this holiday season. I think they're really pretty. And they're only $15, so I thought it was a decent price point for, you know, Anastasia being a high-end brand. I thought $15 for a little glitter wasn't too bad. It's not like drugstore price, but I didn't think it was too bad of a price point. And they have like a really nice array of shades in this, so I'm definitely eyeing the glitters. I don't know for sure if I'll get some. I might get one, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, I think the glitters are really, really stunning for this holiday release, and it makes sense because it's holidays. You expect to have like, you know, really shimmery and bold and colorful things, and that's what I think of when I think of holiday makeup, something like a holiday, you know, just like really sparkly, fun stuff. So the glitters I'm all about. I think it's perfect for a holiday release. Thumbs up to Anastasia for that collection. However, with their holiday collection, they're also coming out with the Anastasia Sultry palette, and I just don't know, guys. I really just don't know how I feel about this palette. I purchased every single Anastasia palette ever. Like, ever since Model Renaissance, I purchased every single palette. I want to purchase it just to keep that trend up for my own personal collection, but at the same time, I think it's so boring. I think it's such a boring palette. Like, again, this is a holiday release, and you came up with the most boring color scheme in the entire world. And don't get me wrong, that packaging reeled me in real quick. When they just, like, sneak peeked the packaging, I was like, sold, buying it. That packaging's stunning. But when they showed the inside, I was like, they don't correlate. Like, I don't understand how you're gonna come up with something with such beautiful packaging and have the inside be so blah. Just my thoughts. I think if I was in charge of Anastasia's headquarters and I made like the marketing decisions and like laid out the palettes and stuff like that, here's what I would have done. Obviously Norvina, who was in charge of all that, didn't do this way, which is totally fine, it's her company. But if I was in charge, I would have came out with, for the holidays, that packaging. Of course, that packaging is so holiday. It's like sparkly and pink, screams holiday season. So that packaging. But I would have made the inside really fun and different and have beautiful, like, bold, sparkly colors, because when I think of holiday makeup, that's what I think of. I would have made sure it had just really fun colors. So that would have been different. Like, just the inside of that would have been completely different. Keep the same packaging for the holiday release, but different inside. And then I would have taken the inside of that Sultry palette, which has like the cool tone, sparkly shades, that's just whatever, and I would release that like later in the year or a different time with a different outside packaging, like just their standard Anastasia packaging I would have had with that inside. And I think it would have sold a lot better than this is gonna sell, because I think people would have still bought it if it wasn't promoted the way it was promoted, you know? If they would have released that color scheme just a different time of year and had it be a different launch completely, I think more people would have been into it. And also, I don't understand the random pop of red in there. Like, I just don't understand why there's a random pop of red in that palette. Like, that makes no sense to me. It's like all cool toned and bronzy, and then there's like a random red color. Like, no, makes no sense. And also, big thing everyone on social media was saying is it looks awfully similar to Soft Glam. I can see this in a sense, but I think Soft Glam has way more matte shades while the other one has way more shimmer shades. And I think Soft Glam is more of like a neutral to warm undertone palette, while that one's more of a neutral to cool tone undertone palette. So I think they're different, kind of, but again, not really. And also, again, with the timing of this release, I think they should have just waited to push the cool tone palette until later and made this palette completely different. Just my thoughts and opinions on that. Okay, the next collaboration I want to talk about is something I'm like teeter-tottering the idea of purchasing from. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna bite the bullet and buy this stuff. I'm talking about the Dose of Colors times Katie and Desi Friendcation collaboration. In this collaboration, they're coming out with an eyeshadow palette, 2 highlighters, and a bunch of lip products. With the eyeshadow palette, it's a nice eyeshadow palette. I think it's pretty, and I think I would probably get some good use out of it. However, I think I have most of those matte shades already in my collection, and the only 2 shades that really stand out to me in that palette is that really pretty blue shade called like A Moment in the top right-hand corner, I'm pretty sure. It's stunning. I think it's a really pretty color, and that's like the color that speaks to me that makes me want to buy the palette. And also, I really like that Just a Kiss shade. It's like the really pale gold shade. Like, I think that'd be so pretty all over my lids. Anyways, but yeah, of the whole entire palette, those are the only 2 shades that really stand out to me, and the rest I feel like I already have in my collection. And so it's really hard for me to buy a palette knowing I already have a bunch of those shades very similar in my collection already, you know? I still might pick it up just to review it for you guys. If it's something you really want to see, let me know. But yeah, I kind of want to buy it because I like Desi and Katie and I want to support them, but at the same time, it's like I have most of those shades, and so it's really hard for me to buy this palette. And with the 2 highlighters, I have so many highlighters in my collection. It's getting really hard for me to buy new ones. I have so many highlighters that I love, and it almost makes me sick to think of buying another highlighter at this point because I own so many. That's kind of like, you don't need any more, Allie. Like, you're good on highlighters. Like, stop buying highlighters. Like, you have plenty. Spend your money on some other makeup products that you maybe don't have too much of. But yeah, that's kind of how I'm at with the highlighters. I might buy them. I don't know. I kind of regret not buying that Fuego color last year when they had their first collaboration, but I just don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of sick to my stomach thinking about buying another highlighter, so yeah, that's how I feel about the highlighters. And with the 2 lip glosses, I kind of am eyeing the over the top shade that they had last year that they're relaunching with this collaboration. Just because I kind of regret not buying it last year, but at the same time, I have so many lip glosses, like, do you need that, Allie, or do you just want to buy it because it's Desi and Katie and you think you would regret it? You know, that's kind of where I'm at with that. And then the other shade they come out with, the other lip gloss called like The Most, not into it. It's like got pink reflect. I don't like pinky toned really anything. So not really into that. I like more of my nudes with like a hint of pink. I don't like straight just pink sparkles on my lips, so not really into that gloss. And then they're also coming out with 2 velvet liquid lips, which is a new formula for Dose of Colors, and I'm really into the formula idea, but the shades they launched for this collaboration I'm kind of not feeling. They're coming out like a mauve shade, and like one shade looks legit orange. I think if I put that on my lips, it would literally look orange on me. So I'm not really into the 2 shades of the velvet liquid lipstick formula, but I like the idea of a velvet liquid lipstick from Dose of Colors. I think if any company is going to come out with that, I think they would kill it. So I hope they come up with more shades like that for just regular Dose of Colors, you know, products. Because I think that formula is something I would really, really like. But just the 2 shades Desi and Katie made, I really don't like. I'm just not a mauve girl, and I don't really like the orange look. So that's how I feel about those. However, with the 2 Boldt lipsticks, I really like the shade Aftermath. It's like a muted red color. I think it'd be really pretty for fall. I think I'm definitely picking up that Boldt lipstick from them because I really like the shade. The other shade, just not really into. It's a little too pink for my likings, but the Aftermath color, all about. I think it's really pretty. So yeah, the entire collection, I definitely want to get the lipstick and maybe the eyeshadow palette. That's how I'm feeling about that. So let me know down below if you want me to review the eyeshadow palette, because I will definitely pick it up if it's something you guys want to see me review. Guys, this next one I'm super excited to talk about. Trend Mood posted on their Instagram the other day that Casey Holmes and Essence are doing a collaboration together, and I'm just here for it, let me tell you. Casey Holmes is my favorite YouTuber of all time. I absolutely love her. I think she's, again, really underrated. I mean, she has like 1 million subscribers, but I feel like no one talks about her when they talk about like their favorite beauty gurus. No one mentions Casey Holmes, and I just don't think it's fair. I love her. I think she's so just humble and kind, and I love Casey so much. She's stunning. I just love Casey Holmes. She's someone I really aspire to like be in this industry. I really look up to Casey Holmes in that way. And the fact this collaboration is with Essence and it's gonna be drugstore and super affordable is also just a huge thumbs up for me. I just feel like every beauty guru always comes out with collaborations with like high-end companies, and it's nice when I see beauty gurus do like a drugstore company or something really affordable like ColourPop and Essence and BH Cosmetics. I think it's really nice they do affordable collaborations. Also, I'm really excited about the products in this collaboration. They're launching 2 little blush palettes, and thank you, Jesus. I love me some blush. Blush is one of my favorite things in this industry, but I feel like brands never come out with them because I feel like the general public doesn't really like blush, and it's really sad. No one ever comes out with blushes, and it drives me bonkers because I love blush, and I think it's really hard to find like my perfect blush shade. I've been using my Anastasia little blush kit palette thing for like a year now, and I need something new, you know? So yeah, I was really excited to see that she's coming out with blushes, especially the one that's like a super orange color and like the super berry wine color. Oh, that one I'm definitely getting. I think it's so stunning. Yeah, and I just feel like companies in general just don't come out with blushes. I feel like anytime there's like an influencer collaboration, they come out with like eyeshadow palettes and highlighters and lip products, and like that's it. They don't ever do blush, they don't ever do anything else. It's always that. And living for this blush collaboration, just here for it. The other duo has like a pinky blush. I don't think I'll pick that one up. I'm really just about the orange and berry tone blushes. And then there's also like a highlighter duo. I'll just watch that in store and see how I feel about that. Like I just said, I have too many highlighters, so I don't really need any more, but I do love Casey, and they're gonna be affordable, of course, so if I swatch them and they're stunning, I might pick them up, but if I swatch them, I'm like, then, you know, probably not gonna get them. But the blushes, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Also with this collaboration, did anyone see Casey or Essence announce this anywhere? Because I sure as hell didn't. I just feel like Tremu posted it without checking to see if Casey or Essence actually posted anything about it, and it's kind of rude. It's Casey's collaboration. I think she should be posting it before any other Instagram page or company besides Essence does, you know? I think it was kind of rude of Tremu just to post that without double checking to make sure it was okay with Casey and Essence, so yeah, I think that was kind of shady. Because I hadn't seen Casey even mention it even since that post on Instagram, so weird. I briefly want to talk about the Wet n Wild body luminizers that they're coming out with. Y'all, I'm super excited for this one too. Ooh, these remind me so much of the Fenty luminizers that came out a few months back, or like 8 months ago actually. It's been a while. But do you remember Fenty Beauty had those really big body luminizers for like $60, and everyone was talking about them and hyping them up. I never purchased that. I did purchase that like Fenty Bomb Bomb thing. It's nice, but I haven't really touched it. I just prefer using like a liquid luminizer over that Bomb Bomb thing. So when I saw Wet n Wild was coming out with this, I was like, yes, yes, yes. I think it's gonna be a really good like alternative or dupe to the Fenty Beauty luminizers. And I just don't think we have a ton of products in the drugstore that are like this. I do have my L'Oreal like Glotion stuff, but that's more of a lotion-y feeling than it is like a body oil, and these are gonna be, I think, more of like a body oil type of thing. So yeah, super excited about that. I feel like we don't have anything like that from the drugstore, and I think it'd be a good alternative for Fenty Beauty's luminizers. That's all I gotta really say about that, but I'm super excited for them. Next up, I want to talk about the Kylie Cosmetics and Jordan Woods collaboration that they just launched. I have never talked about Kylie Cosmetics on my channel before, and that's because I'm just really not into Kylie Cosmetics. I've purchased 2 liquid lipsticks from them before, and I just really didn't like them, and ever since I've been really turned off from the brand because I feel like the only people that give Kylie Cosmetics a good review are people that want to stay on her PR list, and I'm not trying to shade other YouTubers and say like they're only giving good review because they want to stay on their PRs. Like, no, some people generally do like their products, and they do talk about that. But I feel like for the most part, a lot of people lie and say her products are good just to stay on her PR list, and they don't give a good, genuine review when they're reviewing Kylie Cosmetics products. Because anyone that's not on her PR list, when they do review, for the most part, the reviews aren't that great, and they always talk about how bad the shadows are and that they're not good for the price, and you know, I don't know, I've been really turned off from them. If you have anything from Kylie Cosmetics that you enjoy, let me know down below. I might have to check it out, but for the most part, I've been just like not into Kylie Cosmetics. I don't know, I feel like some people just lie about the quality of her products, and so it just really turns me off. With this collection, I think the eyeshadow palette is actually really pretty. Again, I just haven't heard the best reviews about her shadows from people that aren't on her PR list, so I don't really want to purchase the eyeshadow palette because I just have a feeling it's not going to perform the way I'm thinking it's going to perform for how pretty it is, you know? I think it's pretty, but I just don't think it's going to perform well. The other things in the collaboration really just don't intrigue me, and the lip products really don't get me excited. I think they're kind of meh. Like, I don't know, not really into them. And the highlighter palette is something I have, and I'm just not really into. Don't have too much to say about the collaboration. I just feel like Kylie Cosmetics is a very hyped up brand by the wrong people. So, I don't know. If you have things from Kylie Cosmetics that you, like, love, let me know down below. I might check them out, but I'm just not into Kylie Cosmetics, but, you know, everyone's got a different opinion on that. Okay, last but not least, I want to talk about the Nikkie Tutorials and Maybelline highlighter collaboration that just launched. I don't really understand the timing of this collab. Nicki just came out with 2 highlighters with Ofra like a month and a half ago-ish, not that long ago. So I don't really understand like why we come out with 2 highlighters with a high-end brand like Ofra, and then a month and a half later come out with a drugstore highlighter with Maybelline. That's like obviously a huge price difference. I just don't understand the timing of those. Weird in a business sense. That makes no sense to me why either brand would agree to doing like that timeline. Weird. Don't understand it, but whatever. But for the highlighter itself, I think it's a really pretty color. I think it suits Nicki very well and people with Nicki's skin tone. Again, this isn't gonna be for somebody that's like of a medium to darker complexion. This is for fair to light skin, which Nicki does have, so I understand why that is the highlighter color she chose. Like the way she did her Ofra collaboration like last year, where she had like a highlighter for fair to light skin and like to medium skin and medium to dark skin. Like, you know, like there was different highlighters for people of a ring skin tone, which was amazing because it means everyone can buy a highlighter and support Nicki, and it's gonna match them, you know? But this highlighter, it's meant for people with just fair to light skin. It's like a goldy champagne-y color, and it does look really pretty on Nicki herself. Again, I just own too many highlighters, and I don't think it's something I'm gonna pick up. And again, I think the timing is just so weird. Like, she just had a collaboration, so weird. Okay guys, and that was it for today's video. If you want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know down below. This is something that like me and my best friend do all the time, is talk about like new makeup releases and talk about like where we're gonna buy them, where we're not gonna buy them, why, if we think like they just look bad, if we think they look really stunning, and like we always talk about things like this. So I thought this was a really fun idea. Plus Nicole does this every week on her channel, so I don't think I want to make this like a weekly thing like she does. I'm not gonna completely steal her idea. But if you guys want to see this like once a month or just every once in a while, definitely let me know down below. It was really fun to film and talk about makeup releases. I don't know, I liked it. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know your thoughts about some of these collaborations, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.